So, one of the most magical phrases that I found that opens the doorway to wisdom, opens the doorway to new ideas, new possibilities, uh, that often help people move from one level of understanding to at least opening to rising to another higher level of understanding, is the phrase, I don't know. Now, this is something I work with a lot of my clients on, is their relationship to the unknown, whether they see it as a problem or whether they see it as a possibility. And there's a thing about this phrase, I don't know. In a way, I've encountered three different meanings, three different distinct meanings of that phrase. I don't know. And obviously, it's using the same exact English words, but there's a really different energy to how it's being delivered, which indicates what's the story behind that phrase. Now, the first and the most common version of I don't know is I don't know, and that's a problem. I don't know, and it's not okay that I don't know. I don't know, and something is wrong with the world until I figure it out. I don't know, and there's a right answer that I need to get to. So there's a lot of stress and tension and analytical thinking and problem solving. And there are situations where that kind of I don't know and that kind of approach is actually really useful. If you're in a territory where all the information is known and it really is time to just sit down and figure it out, go for it. That's awesome. That's incredibly useful. I used to be a computer programmer. I was used to be in that mode a lot, and it had great value within that territory. So if it is a problem that can be solved, then go ahead and solve it as a problem. But if you're in a territory where not everything is known, where really you just don't know, you don't have all the variables, where there's uncertainty, um, where instead of trying harder to figure it out is not going to be what's helpful, but actually wanting new thought. That kind of I don't know is not going to be as useful. Like, I don't know, and I'm just, so the second kind of I don't know is I don't know. It is a just simple in the moment truth. I don't have the answer to that question in this particular moment. There's no seriousness. There's no implication. Like, there's no story being assumed about not knowing. It's actually just really honest, really straightforward, really clear. I don't know the answer to that question. And by staying simple, by staying honest, you'll have better intuition for what to do next. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll go ask someone. Maybe I'll try something. Maybe I don't need to know. It's like, shockingly, most of the things that you don't know, you don't actually need to know. Like, there might be a much better question to be asking than that particular question in this moment. Like, what's going to happen in the future? I don't know. Maybe I should plan for a couple different possibilities, or maybe I should just trust that I'm going to know later on. I'm going to know when it's time to know. I don't know now, and at some point I'll know. What am I going to have for dinner tonight? I don't know. Not really an important question to answer right now. So that's two kinds of I don't know. First is like, I don't know, it's a problem. Second is, I don't know. It's just truth. It's actually an answer to a question. I don't know is a perfectly acceptable answer. That's the essence of the second one. The third one, the third kind of I don't know is, I don't know. Like, how are you going to use the rest of your life? I don't know. What are you going to do about this situation? I don't know. And notice there's an energetic difference. This is the kind of I don't know where instead of going into analytical thinking, I don't know and I'm going to try really hard to figure it out. This is the I don't know and I'm going to open. I'm going to wonder. It's almost like opening for new ideas, new thoughts. This is actually stepping into a creative space. Like, ooh, what an awesome problem to have. Like, ooh, this has happened. That's fascinating. I might be really unhappy about it. It might not be what I would have chosen, but I wonder I wonder how I'm going to respond. Huh. And so it's actually opening into receptive mind. So this is still, I don't know, but it's choosing to step into a state of mind, a way of thinking, a way of relating with the world where you're receptive to new thought. You're actually opening to insight. You're opening to having that little flash of inspiration. It's in this space, like, I don't know. That's where you're creative. That's where you're resourceful. That's where you're more likely to come up with a more helpful perspective, or perhaps just an idea for a next action or a next experiment to take. This is going to be much more helpful in problematic scenarios than the I don't know, and I'm just going to think the things I've already been thinking, but harder and faster and more repetitively and with more stress. Perhaps if I repeat this thought over and over again, something different will happen. That's the foolish inconsistency. So, next time that you catch yourself not knowing, I encourage you to use either the second or the third version of I don't know. Either I don't know. Simple, clear, true, not implying anything, no assumptions, no stories, just, nope, I don't know. Or the third version of I don't know and I wonder. That will help open you up to whatever wisdom wants to move through you.